You're standing in a snow-covered parking lot in Idaho, holding a smashed tablet worth $1,500, and as a black pickup with tinted windows rounds the corner, you realize your visa is void, your account is minus $13,842, and federal marshals are hunting you for medical equipment fraud, all because you wanted to sell a mattress. How did you, a kid from Duluth, end up here? Your greed wasn't born in childhood. It was taught by three specific assholes. First, the high school shop teacher who showed you the best money came from selling scrap metal twice. Second, your first boss at the warehouse who paid under the table and vanished, leaving you with rent debt. Third, your ex-girlfriend who left because you didn't know how to take risks. These three lessons drilled one toxic belief into your skull: the system always steals, so you should steal first. And that's exactly the mindset you brought to America when your sponsor in Boise promised you gold, working at an elite orthopedic sleep showroom. You're 28, standing in a sterile showroom that smells of ozone and lavender from the sleep test capsules. Your pay is $18.50 an hour, but you're not here for that. You're here for the commissions. The first week, you just learn to touch cashmere mattress toppers without leaving oils, listening to ice crack on the Boise River outside. Your manager, an ex-Marine with a neck tattoo, tells you not to touch the deposit safe. You nod, but even then, you know that safe will become your grave. The first month, you eat dust, selling $300 pillows to regular retirees. Then he walks in, a local developer buying a Somnitech test sleep system for $8,000. You swap a display part with one from the back room and pocket the $700 difference. Nobody notices. You feel like a god. Next comes a gray November afternoon. A guy in a cheap jacket walks in, asking for a system for his wife's bad back. You see he's ready to pay cash, so you decide to run a certificate swap scheme to skim off his insurance claim. You forge a signature in the database. The money flows. You buy yourself a watch and start looking at your manager's safe like it's your personal ATM. You think you're a genius, but you're just leaving digital breadcrumbs for someone who isn't who they claim to be. And that's when the real abyss opens up. That black pickup idles in the parking lot, and you realize your customer wasn't a sick man. He was a private investigator hired by the chain owner for an audit. You try to wipe the logs from the tablets, but your customer steps out of the shadows. He doesn't yell. He just shows you a printout of your transactions and tells you the insurance company you filed that fake claim with has already forwarded the case to federal authorities. The damage: $13,842. The detective grabs your work tablet, hurls it against the asphalt, and climbs into the pickup. You stand there in the snow, understanding your J-1 visa is instantly void, and ahead of you lies court, deportation, and a lifetime ban from re-entry. You wanted to outsmart the system, but the system was just waiting for you to believe hard enough in your own invincibility. Tell me, do you also think that if nobody's watching, it's fine to steal just a little more than you're owed?